to us about blocking objections.
It's a great topic, and it's something that you and I got introduced to, quite frankly, by Victor Antonio.
Absolutely.
8 or 9 years ago.
That's right.
When we started bumping around with him in our advanced sales classes and inviting him in. And it's a unique concept. You know, the traditional training in sales is to overcome objections,
right,
with either a feel, felt, found, or something along those lines. But Victor's spin on it that, you know, I've certainly adapted in my life now is, you know, get a list of the 3 to 5 objections that you consistently get and get ahead of them.
Right.
Push them out on the table before they come up. There's a whole science behind it. If a customer says your price is too high, it's too late. So what I've always tried to do since I met Victor is beat the customer to the fact that, you know, I know that price is going to be an objection. I sell for Orkin. I sell commercial services for Orkin. I sell residential services for Orkin. I know I'm going to be the highest price walking in. So if I know that already, I'm not going to let the customer say that. I'm going to do everything I can to position that yes, we are a little bit more expensive than most folks. But hopefully by the end of our time together, you'll understand why, and it'll make sense to spend a little bit of extra money to do it right the first time. And I think that's the whole concept
Absolutely.
of it, right? So make a list of your top 3 or 4 or 5 objections,
right,
and then reverse engineer it. Because if the customer says it, you know, if the customer says, oh, your price is too high, what most salespeople do at that point in time is they just start backfishing.
Right.
You know, they tense up, the wall goes up, and they panic, right? Well, what makes you think our price is too high? And they say stupid stuff, right? Whereas if you beat the customer to the punch, if I sit down and I say, you know, before I share my solutions with you, Sonia, I just want to give you an idea how we do things. And quite frankly, we typically charge a little bit more than most folks. And as I get ready to share my solutions with you, I just want you to understand that, you know, you get one chance to make the decision on your home. You know, this is not your starter home.
Right.
You get one chance to make this the right decision the first time. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share our solution with you. And again, on the premise that we typically charge a little bit more. I know we're worth it. My job is to see if you see that value and see if it makes more sense, right? And then you spin into your situation. So now if I've already told that customer that we charge more than other company,
right,
they can't come back and say, well, you're higher priced. Your price is higher than everybody else. Because why?
Right.
I've already said it. I've already pushed my chips in. I said, we're going to charge more. See if it makes sense after I share my solution.
Right.
So I think that does a couple things for the salesperson, right? It kind of lets the customer know that you're pretty proud of what we do.
That's right.
You're confident in your price. You're confident in your solution. And the other thing it eliminates that panic moment when the customer says, oh my gosh, you're twice as much as the other folks.
Right.
And that defense mechanism walks up that just walks up on you. It's normal,
right,
when somebody says, well, you're more money, to get defensive. And all the training in overcoming objections,
right,
really, people still struggle with that,
right,
as gifted as they are. So why not make a list of them and say, I'm going to put it out on the table before they do. I know if I'm rolling up to a Terminex commercial account, I'm probably going to be twice what they're going to charge. So why beat around the bush? Why not be transparent? I'm going to share with you, typically charge a little bit more. Hopefully by the end of our time together, it's going to make sense to you. That's that whole block and objections. The response block selling is a great book that Victor put together. And you know, there's plenty of videos out there on how to do that. I think it's a better way to approach it. Look, we're stuck with the fact we're going to charge more. By golly, you better figure out a way to get over it. And I think one of the easiest ways to get over it is just to be transparent with the customer and say, yep, we're going to be more money. Now let me prove to you why. Fair enough?
Fair enough.